Love is love.
What's up? Welcome. What's up, everybody? Welcome to Coffee Talk. So, here we go. Show number 2, episode number 2. My name is Lisa Gaylord. I am your personal trainer and fitness motivator. I want to help people just like you get into the best shape of their lives. We are in episode number 2. Although I've been here for a while, I'm just kind of getting cranked up about my podcast or videotaping live. I'm going to be able to come to you guys anytime, anywhere you're out and about, you're doing your thing. Here we go, guys. So, welcome. Today is Wednesday. Today's hump day. What's up? What's up? So we got a lot to cover today. We've got a little bit of a dance break here. What's up? What's up? Here we go. Woo! All right. So today's topic, we're talking about learning how to burn body fat. And people ask me all the time. They're like, Lisa, how do you stay so lean? What do I do? How do I get motivated? Kimberly, what is up? Welcome, welcome, welcome to the show. They call me Lisa G. Welcome to the show. So I really wanted to get into a couple of things right here about burning body fat and what that means to you guys. And there's so many components. Don Shaw, good morning. What's up? I really wanted to hit this like from a perspective of the science side and then like experience side, because there's so many people out there that you guys are coming from diverse backgrounds. You're coming from a place of super young and hormones are great, everything, health is great, but you're eating all the wrong things. And that really gets a little touchy with a lot of people, because they're like, wait, I thought my, salads were great. I thought my, fruits and veggies were great. And you go about eating things on a regular basis, which a lot of times what I try to do is I want to come from a place. What's up, Laura? What I want to do is come from a place of, we're talking about biological females, and then we talk about dudes, but for the most part, I've got mostly girls on my channel, and that's cool. You can share this with your boy guys, friends, husbands or whatever. But let's take it from a chronological order. And I'm going to give kind of my overview of what I see happening and what my advice is at different levels or different stages of your life. And then we'll kind of break into it. And I'm going to give you guys a formula that you're going to need a calculator and, pad, just kind of write something down, but I'm going to give that to you in a minute. One of the quotes that I wanted to give you for today is, and I saw it written a couple of different ways, and then I audited it a little bit, and I'm like, wow, that just totally makes a lot of sense, because I'm dealing with a lot of clients right now that I don't want to use the word lazy, because I know what lazy is, but I also understand what I don't know what to do. Like, my body is not a priority, or it's never been a priority, or it's kind of a somewhat priority, but I haven't really put that much energy into it. So here's what I want to do with you guys. The quote is, start walking and the path will appear. And I think that hits close to home for a lot of people, that you just got to get out there and start moving and get your body going. It's just as simple as just walking. And people try to overcomplicate things. They're like, oh, but what should I eat and what should I wear, and my sneakers suck, and how far do I go, and oh, my neck hurts and my back and my shoulder. I'm like, okay, I know you're walking because that's what we do, right? And start walking and the path will appear. Yes, ma'am. And what we're kind of focused on, if I go to Instagram and I get inspiration, I'm looking at some 20-something-year-old hard body that, has a gymnastic background or whatever, and their bodies are just sick. And I'm like, that can really depress you. Like, it really depress a lot of people and be like, wow, I don't even want to work out anymore. because I'll never get there. And comparing is the fundamental way to depression. Comparing is a straight beeline for depression. And when depression kicks in, and it hits everyone, nobody's immune to depression, because we kind of think of it like, oh, I'm a depressive. I'm like, well, no, actually everyone is, but it's how we manage it. And a lot of what I teach is movement therapy. Get out there and move. Start with like around the block. Oh, Lisa, I can walk farther than that. I'm like, shut the fuck up, because you're not walking now. You're not doing shit right now. So why are you arguing with around the block? Prove to me that you can do around the block for 30 days and we'll go from there. And building habits is like working out. You know, your habit of, you know, not smoking or not drinking, or all of those habits all take place. You ever see 30-day rehab? Yeah, that's what they do, because the science is behind that 30-day habitual thing. You do it over and over and over, and it just becomes a habit. And basically, a lifestyle change, a lifestyle habit is not 30 days. It's you're getting a mindset of achievement in 30 days. But what we're trying to establish is 30 days, 30 days, 30 days, 30 days. And let me put it to you this way. No one, not one person, zero, is out there clapping for you. They're not out there telling you, hey, great job, fat ass. They're just not. They're not out there telling you like, hey, bravo, fantastico. There's nobody at the mailbox waiting to like high five you. It's you and you. And that's a big problem for a lot of people. They're so like addicted to the high five, I walked the block. No, bitch. Get your ass out there and do what you need to do. Get the work done. It's almost as if you guys like, you know, you were raised by Bill Gates or somebody, I don't know, just like privileged. Just privileged. You're just overprivileged. And mommy and daddy just gave you everything. And then, hey, there are people out there that are. And you guys just never learned how to develop the muscle, the mind-muscle connection of getting out and moving. Now, I'm being a little spicy today. I know, I get spicy sometimes. I get a little bit like, you guys make so many damn excuses, and you walk around with a mindset of like, I really need to lose weight, I really need to get in better shape, and it becomes like a blah blah. Look, pro setup. You can't even see the camera that's up there. I'm turning this shit out, Josie. I got the podcast running, got my lights, got it all going on. Yeah, I decided that's it. I am turning the business into a business. Big business. This has got to go out to a lot of people. I realized that there are not enough people like me that are out there talking the talk. And the talk is not, yeah, great job. You're doing such a great job. No, you're not. You're not doing shit. You're making excuses and you're whining and you're complaining. And we've gotten to a place with this coronavirus where everybody's fucking just, where? I don't have a gym. Fuck you. You don't need a gym, bitch, because you can't even do push-ups. Why are you worried about a gym? So I'm a little spicy today. I'm not mad. I'm actually like in a really, really, really like amazing mood. I've decided to just kind of like, I'm going all in is what I'm doing. I'm going all in with my work. I'm going all in with my passion. I'm saying the things that need to be said. I'm going to be doing the work that needs to be done. And I'm not comparing myself to anyone. If you don't like what I have to say, I love you, but go away. I adore the people that connect with me. Like, sometimes people are like, she's such a bitch. She's so tough. I'm like, I'm sorry. Go away. Go somewhere else. Go work with someone who will hold your hand and you'll never get results. And people usually come back to me and they're like, I've had a million trainers and no one ever dealt with me the way that you do. I'm like, yeah, because I'm like your mom. I'm like the mom you never had. I'm like the mom dad. I'm the mom dad. I just made myself laugh. So I love you. I am passionate about working with people that really want to change their life and change their body. Because at the end of the day, you can only work at a job for so many hours, especially if you work for someone else. If you go to a job and you work for someone else, you're creating abundance for someone else, and part of that abundance is yours. And then past that, what is your project? Your project should be you working on your mindset reset. That's the first level of program. So I really want to get into, how do we lose weight? How do we lose body fat? Guys ask me all the time. They're like, Lisa, I'm just like, I don't get it. Most of you are eating all the wrong foods. And what I mean by all the wrong foods, unfortunately, we've been lied to. Our community has lied to us. And, you know, we've gotten to a place where we kind of like go out and seek out. And I get this all the time from people that they're like, oh, I can't afford a personal trainer, or I can't afford a nutritionist, or I can't afford this and that. And the excuses are overwhelming. Like, I'm like, okay, so when you get sick, what do? Most people go to the doctor. Like, well, why would you go to the doctor? Why would you want to hear what's wrong with you? Why would you want to get a professional opinion? Why would you want to get a blood test to see what's going on? Why would you do that? And that analogy going back to, why would you hire a personal trainer? Again, there are a lot of personal trainers out there that suck, and I get it, because I watch them all day long and I just roll my eyes. I'm like, I can't even believe we're in the same business. And people pay you? People actually pay you? It's painful. And I just want to snatch the client and be like, you need to be working on mobility, lady. You need to be opening up your hips. I can't say that out loud. People think I'm a bitch. I'm like, listen, I'm working with a client right now. It's like, oh, I've had a million personal trainers. I'm like, that's sad. You should go ask for your money back because they suck. Because your personal trainer should be working on mobility, and more mobility. And what I mean by that is functional movement. Can you sit ass to grass? Can you put your butt on your feet? No? So why are you squatting? Why are you doing all these other things, all these little booty exercises if you're not working on mobility? So we're going to do that. I'm going to set up a whole page of mobility. And basically what I want to do also with you guys is let you know that I'm building out my library. A lot of you will come on and complain about me not working out with you guys. And let me just be very clear. $200 an hour will get me to work out with you. But I post the workouts and then I describe them and I say go. Sometimes I feel like working out with you guys, sometimes I don't. But as I'm building out, sorry about that. As I'm building out the content on my channel, I'm going to be setting up the library so that you guys can see how I do what I do. You're going to be able to pick and choose your workouts. We're going to set them up in a 5-minute format. So when you go onto the website and you become a member, we're going to have a membership base. You guys will be able to say, I've only got 10 minutes. Great. Pick 2 pieces that you're going to work. Upper body. Sorry about that. And then you'll be able to put your workout together. Again, I'll be posting workouts on a regular basis. I also post workouts, private workouts to my group. If you're not part of Mindset Reset, just drop me a comment below. $99 for Mindset Reset, and I'll get you guys going. I'm doing a special also. I've got $99. Somebody wants me this morning. What time is it? 9:15. They don't know I'm doing a show. Also, $297 for the strength program, and I'm doing a special. It is $250 for both, and you get 5 weeks Mindset Reset. And you get, I don't know, they keep bugging me. Anyway, I'm gonna see if they pop on here again. I'm gonna give you guys your first formula to body fat. I'm going to give you guys your first formula to body fat. And then I want to go through, I want to go through a couple of things regarding food. We're going to talk about high protein, high fats, and very little carbohydrates. And for my girls, one way of knowing whether or not you're eating the right foods or not is how you feel. Bloated, gassy, sleepy, tired. Food should give you energy. Food should make you feel like elevated, because food is energy. So if you're not getting energy from your foods, probably eating the wrong things. If you guys want to dial in your diet, drop me a comment below and I can work one-on-one with you. As I work through the 5-week program with most of my clients, they're dealing with like a funnel. So they're eliminating over the first few weeks, and then we're rebuilding them back into proper nutrition, and also like guiding you guys into intermittent fasting, into fasting, letting your body rest and heal, which most of you don't do. So let's go ahead and get into our first formula. How you guys feeling out there? What's a Wednesday feel like for you guys? Hey, gotta throw a dance break in there. What's up, Laura? What's up, Sandra? I think you guys are all walking. Maria, what is up, girl? All right, so I'm gonna read the formula, and then I'll kind of break it down for you guys, because I wrote it out. Feels like hump day. It is hump day, girl. All right, here we go. I'm gonna bring my volume down here just a little bit. Okay, so the amount of calories you burn, and we're gonna talk about walking because that's the first phase of Mindset Reset. I also gave Mindset Reset group a homework assignment, and only one of you did it, which I'm not mad. I ain't even mad. But I want you guys to map out a 1 mile course and see how fast you can do a 1 mile. And walk, run, doesn't even matter. But map out that 1 mile. I think it is 12 city blocks. If you go 1 block, 2 block, 3 block is a mile. 12 city blocks is a mile. I was told that a long time ago. I think it's kind of true. So again, if you run around your block, I would map it out. Use your phone, kind of map that out, and get pretty accurate on the mile. All right, so here it goes. Depends on the city, sort of. Yeah, not Coral Gables, that's for sure. Coral Gables doesn't even have a concept of sidewalks. Like, who built Coral Gables? Who decide? First of all, how do you find names? Like, I'm so confused. Where they call a street a name and a name. Okay, well, what number is that? And where's the sidewalk? Well, how do people walk around? How do you get from house to house? Where do you ride your bike? There's like no bike lanes. Coral Gables sucks. And to get there, anyway, yeah. Someone who wanted people to get lost, right? Black writing on the floor, exactly, 100%. All right, here we go. The amount, there are sidewalks, not in Coral Gables. Anyway, all right, here we go. The amount of calories you burn per mile, and we're talking about mileage and what it takes to burn. So this is an equation that we're all gonna walk through. The amount of calories you burn per mile is equal to double your weight in pounds divided by 3.5. So let's do an example. I'm going to use me. For example, if you weigh 135 pounds, which I do, more or less, you burn 2 times 135, which is 270, divided by 3.5, which equals 77 calories per mile. I'll read this through a couple of times. So, since there are 3,500 calories in 1 pound of body fat, a 135-pound person needs to walk, which is 3,500, divided by 77, is 45 miles. 45 miles divided by 7 days is 6.4 miles per day to burn 3,500 calories. I'm going to repeat it a couple of times. All right. So we're talking about how much do you need to walk, because I talk about people walking all the time. And I say, just get out and walk, just get out and move. But when we talk about losing body fat, the equation gets a little thrown off by, and people say, I got to do more cardio. We need to burn, we need a deficit, and then we need an addition. So the amount of calories you burn per mile is equal to double your body weight divided by 3.5. Okay? So if I'm 135 pounds, I double that and I get 270. Okay? 270 is divided by 3.5, which equals 77 calories per mile. So you need to figure out how many calories more or less are you burning per mile, right? So I'm burning 77 calories per mile. Okay. If we can agree that there are 3,500 calories per pound. Yep, there you go. 3,500 calories per pound of body weight. Then I divide that by the 77 calories I burn. Now, the reason that I'm doing that is because I want you guys to understand, when we try to lose body weight clinically more than a pound per week, we're not really losing. You're almost forcing yourself to do something that's not natural. Okay, so 77 calories in 3,500 divided by 77, I get, which is, 3,500 divided by 77 is 45 miles. I need to do 45 miles a week of walk, run, in order for me to lose 1 pound of body weight. So if I divide those 45 miles by 7 days, it's 6.4 miles per day to burn 3,500 calories. Did you guys get that? So what we're talking about is burning calories and walking. That's it. You can do it any way you want. You can mix this up any way you want, because what we're looking at is calories per mile and or a total calorie burn of 3,500 calories. Okay? 3,500 calories is a deficit if it relates to your food. If you don't move, you've got to eat less. So we joke and say, eat less, move more. So once we figure out your calorie burn, for me, my calories are about anywhere from, I think I wrote my macros down the other day. I need about 2,000 calories a day just to keep my body where I need to be, where I'm not, if I said 2,000 calories for me because of what I do as an athlete, I don't want you guys to come back to me and go, but my nutritionist, my doctor, my whatever. People say a lot of things, but what happens with me is that I'm 57. Yeah, I say that out loud. And because I'm older, my body works different than when I was younger. I needed more calories. But the calories that I eat are a high protein. I eat a lot of meat, fish, eggs, butter. I throw in some olives and sardines, but I have very little carbohydrate, so my body is totally burning all the time. Super high protein. So I work efficiently on a high protein diet. I work very efficiently as an athlete. And as an older athlete, all I want to focus on is building muscle. So in order for me to do that, I don't necessarily have to do a shitload of cardio. I actually have to eat better. Vegan protein. It's almost, Paula, yeah. So what do I recommend for vegan protein? I have a pea protein that's amazing. A plant-based protein that's amazing. Excuse me. And I highly recommend that. I use a lot of, not a lot, but I will also dip into different vegetarian proteins or plant-based proteins. Again, it's a lot easier for me to, I'm on a high meat, fatty meats, grass-fed beef, chicken, free-range chicken, eggs, solid, beautiful, omega-3, 6, balance, very little carbohydrates, if any. I'm probably under 25 grams a day, and that's where my body works really efficiently. I think I've been in the closet about my food for a long time. I take a lot of heat from pseudo-vegetarians that are like, you know, the ethical argument, which is debunked in so many ways. And I don't want to live a lie. I don't want to tell you guys, oh yeah, vegetarians are like, it's almost like you guys like really, you play with science as if vegetarian is a better way of eating. And I've been a vegetarian and never felt worse in my life. I became anemic, and my workouts suffered, my relationships suffered, my sleeping suffered, my body suffered. I was never more unhappy. So it doesn't work for me. I have a lot of friends that are vegetarian, and I see some of them can work on a high veggie diet. It's just like their blood type, and they work better that way. But I don't see the health benefits in a lot of vegetarians that I work with. They are immune suppressed, depressed, and basically skinny fat girls that are on these high carbohydrate diets and the misinformation behind carbohydrates, whether they're, you know, like a lot of beans, and people are super gassy and bloated and fatigued. And I just converted a girl in my group that was just hell-bent on being a vegetarian, and I just said, like, try it. Try to switch out and see how you feel. And now she's back on meat and fish and eggs, and it's amazing to see her transformation, because now she's back to lifting weights again, and she feels amazing, and she was anemic, and all of those symptoms that I had just disappeared. So she's back on high-fat, good quality meats, and she's a lot healthier. So, you know, she struggled with this, like, I don't want to kill the animal. I'm like, me either, but it's how we're designed. We're designed to eat meat. So when you deny it for the wrong reasons, you get into trouble. So anyway, let's go back to calories burned. Yeah, walking formula. You weigh, for example, 165, which you should be weighing 135, by the way. Yeah. Let's see. What does she say? Times 2 divided by 3.5 is 103 calories per mile. Then I take 3,500 and a pound of fat, 103 calories per mile. How many miles I need to walk to burn 1 pound equals 33 miles. What? Is that right? No. Yeah, that you okay. I think your math is wrong, because I have to walk 45. Walking hard in the mountains. Yeah, girl. 33 miles to walk divided by 7, 4.8 miles a day to burn. Yeah, I think your math is off, but that's okay. We'll figure it out. Yeah. 102 calories per mile. 77. I'll do the math later. I don't want to stick to math. Actually, I love I love money math. You burn 70 calories, you weigh less. Yeah. Oh, yeah, gotcha. Anyway. Yeah, so 4.8 miles a day to burn a pound. Yeah, so you gotta go. You gotta go. You gotta get out there. You gotta get a walk. And what I say about walking is it's the most natural, organic, spiritual thing you can do. If you invest in walking, and I'll share with you guys a secret if you don't tell anybody, but I started wearing Skechers. Now, don't laugh, but Skechers has actually transformed their sneaker division, and they have what's called max cushioning. Now, I'm going to throw this out. I was totally like, I was gifted a pair of Vivo barefoot shoes by a dear friend of mine, and they are the minimalist shoes. It's a wide, super wide toe box, and I have Morton's neuroma in both of my feet, which is almost like carpal tunnel to your feet. So I was suffering, and so my friend's like, you need to like open your toes and all that. I'm like, yeah, but I always buy like at least a size bigger in my shoes. But anyway, I got the shoes and I wore them for a while, and then I was trying to run minimalist, and I couldn't. I would get like a mile down the road, and then bam, my feet would just blazing fire underneath the balls of my feet. So I'd been searching and searching. I bought a pair of Puma, and I bought a pair of those, and a pair of those, and I have like this collection of sneakers. I'm actually gonna give them away, but I went with a friend to the Skechers warehouse, and I was like, Skechers? Come on. Those are like bottom of the barrel. Like, nobody wears Skechers. Like, my mom wears Skechers. And then I put them on my feet. Max cushioning Skechers. I put them on my feet. I got a wide toe box and a size bigger. And I have been on a cloud for the past month. I've like doubled my running. And I know for a fact that nothing gets in my way of running other than my feet. And I've been so freaking happy. Like, I need a Skechers sponsor. But anyway, I just want to throw that out there for you guys that have like messed up feet like I do. Like, I have amazing feet, but I've got these neuromas, and you know, my feet have taken a pounding. Like, I really take care of my feet, my body, my skin, you know, all of that. But as a professional athlete, yeah. And training barefoot for so many years, and I have to say there was a huge period of my life where I only wore high heels. Yeah, that was me. And those days are over. Like, I can take the high heels, put them on, and then run to the restaurant and change them out. Yeah. Anyway, Skechers are great. They would probably sponsor you. Yeah. All right. Well, you go call Skechers for me. Because I absolutely love them. I love them so much that I bought my first pair, and then I ordered 3 more so that I can rotate them. I rotate my sneakers so that they last longer, and the cushion has a chance to like revive. I also love the Skechers because they have like this little, if you're a walker, you're a heel toe walker, they actually have a little dip in the heel where it's guided, but the max cushioning is in the forefoot, which is, for me, it's heaven. It's everywhere. I can go out for a 6-mile run like nothing. I breeze through it. So super, super happy about that. Anyway, all right. So let's go back to, I'm going to get some music back on here. Hey, we're back. All right, so you guys got the formula, and I want to make sure that you guys understand that all I'm doing is trying to get you guys super motivated to get out and work. Body fat has a lot to do with your hormones as well. We talk about the good hormones when we go out and we walk. You know, it takes a minute or two. There's a rule of thumb, and it goes something like this. Like, if I wake up and I'm in a bad mood, or I'm tired, or I'm sleepy, or I'm just like my body hurts or whatever, and I've got a scheduled run or a walk, then I give myself like 10 minutes. I set myself up, I put my gear on, and I go out. And if in 10 minutes I haven't like responded, I pack it in, come back, and call it a day without guilt, which is the important part, without guilt. So I want you guys to understand, like, your body has a way of communicating, but you have to also not guilt yourself. And I'm not talking about people like, oh, I just don't feel good, or my girls, I got my period. I'm like, okay. And that's going to happen for most of your life. And when you stop, you are going to celebrate. You're going to celebrate. I don't recommend running the first couple days of your period. That kind of like your body's like releasing. So they say, and I've done some of the research on that. Can spinning substitute on some days to burn calories? Absolutely, Lori. Great question. Again, it's about burning calories. It's not about the modality. For me, I also spin, and I'm also bringing spin to you guys as well. I have my camera set up. I'm getting ready to get everything organized so that I can put it all on the website. You guys will be able to spin with me. It'll be part of the package membership. You just click on the spin button and you'll have 30 days of spinning, which I'm super excited about because I love to spin. Spin has also been a saving grace for me. When my body's sore or I'm tired and I just don't feel like pounding, I get that. I totally get the non-pounding thing, which we call impact. As we age, also impact. Having your period, impact. Aging, impact. Just also being like in a kind of like a place of like, I don't want to impact my body today. I just don't feel like it. Or your muscles are sore and you're like, ah. So, yeah, spinning is absolutely up there. I'll get the numbers on spinning. I just wanted to do walking as a go-to. Hey, here we go. If you guys have any questions, just go ahead and reach down below. Type it into me. When we're doing Facebook Live, I try to answer whatever questions you guys have about fitness and nutrition and motivation and how to help you guys get where you need to go, how to motivate you guys. I'm going to probably end the show a little bit earlier. I know I usually have an hour to talk, but I want to address the workout today. So if you guys have any questions for me, go ahead and drop them below. I'll be more than happy to address them. Yeah, I also wanted to talk about different things that I eat, suggestions. I love olives. Olives are high fat. Get those green olives with blue cheese. Yum. Again, I'm a high meat, from sardines and beef, chicken. I don't love chicken. I've got to kind of grill it up a little bit for me to get it down. I'm more of a beef and salmon eater. But that's pretty much my day. Any on tip to wake up earlier and be more energized? Yeah. Kalamata olives. Absolutely. I'm all about olives because they're a high fat content. And it also breaks my monotony on eating meat all the time. There becomes a point where it's not boredom. It's more of I guess like a transitional food for me. How to wake up earlier and be more energized. First of all, what's your diet look like? Maria, what we want to talk about, what makes you more energized? I find that we can talk about happiness real quick. Little dance break here. Laura asking, what about the sodium in them? Is it too much? Yeah, sodium is a big myth. There's a big myth about salt. People that are hypertensive also that need to reduce salt. There's good salt and bad salt, by the way. And when people talk about salt, that's almost like, but isn't there calcium in milk? I'm like, you're so stupid. Seriously? No, I don't mean it like that. I just mean like you're not getting calcium from dairy. It doesn't work that way. It's great advertising, but that's not the way to go. And salt in food. I salt everything. It's talking about blood pressure. If you've got a condition, you're probably eating all the wrong things anyway, so salt is not even an issue. And we need salt more than you think. I'm a heavy salt eater. I'm a heavy sweater. And sweat rate has nothing to do with can't think of dairy. I feel the best I ever in my 57, but the skinny's getting, yeah. I thought protein is protein no matter what. No, it's not. Actually, no beef. I can't do meat or dairy. Dairy I understand, but why no meat? It's a human's diet. Waking up to music. I love a good sing in the shower. I think I'm bouncing around here a little bit, but I want to go back to Maria's question about how do I wake up earlier. I think if you're not happy and you're not happy with your life and you're not doing what, and really the key to happiness is doing things for other people, period. That's it, in a nutshell. When you're doing things for other people, there's a buttload of happiness that comes with that. And that's it. There is a very, 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 try bison, it's less heavy meat and leaner. We don't want lean meat. We want fattier meat, by the way, not leaner. But anyway, but bison is good. The key to happiness is helping other people, doing things for other people. And if you're waking up and you're just tired, you're probably bored with what you're doing. And you may need to sleep. You might not be a morning person. I do say that I hate working out in the morning. I'm more of an afternoon person. I used to be a morning person, and then I transitioned at some point. But I love working out later in the day. I'm just energized later than I am earlier. So sometimes people talk to me like, I need to wake up earlier. I'm like, all right, then wake up early. But if you don't feel like waking up early, don't do that. And if you don't feel energized when you wake up, it's okay. It's not a bad thing. I think we kind of put a lot of pressure on ourselves, or, oh, I love these things that say, the millionaire lifestyle, follow these 5 habits of a millionaire. And I'm like, and they all say like waking up, or this guy, wake up at 4 o'clock. I'm like, are you joking? No, that's bullshit. Like, it just is. Like, I wake up naturally, like I get a peak of sun, and it's not even sun, it's just like light. Like a little blip of light, and I'm up, I'm out. I don't use an alarm clock unless I have my early client, which I have to get up at like 5 o'clock in the morning. But it's not natural for me. And if it's not natural for you, don't fight it. Stop fighting what people tell you. I do think that one of the things that I do is I get up and I make my whatever, if I'm having a tea or a mate or a coffee, And I go outside and I walk around with the dogs, and I get in nature early, and I feel really good about, I'm up and I feel good. I also don't drink alcohol. So if you're out there and you guys are still drinking alcohol, period, end of story, you're never gonna feel good. It's just not gonna happen. Alcohol and feeling good don't go hand in hand, because alcohol is a depressant and you never get to sleep. So as long as you're drinking, and I'm like all against alcohol. I think it's the worst drug ever. I think it's a depressant. I think it erodes your body. I think your skin just erodes. Yeah. I'm only a morning person if I stick to a schedule. Yeah. My best friend is self-made and she might wake up around 12. Yeah. Yeah. Bison, I love, Laura, but it's also super lean and I need more fat. I need more animal fat. So I go for a thicker cut, like a ribeye, higher fat. Like all these meats that are out there that are like low fat, low, lean. That's not the best choice, because we're humans. We need animal fat, and that's what's going to help and heal your body. And a lot of people that are a lot of my immune deficient and immune compromised clientele, I have worked on. I'm working with someone right now that is their immune system is just out of whack, and I put them on a high meat diet and reversed all their symptoms like within weeks. And you know, people, your doctor's not going to tell you that. Your doctor won't tell you, hey, by the way you're eating is screwing up your immune system. Like high veggie. I'm like, yeah, we're not actually designed to eat veggies like that. There's a lot of misinformation that's out there. Or the silverback gorilla eats all veggies and look at his body. Yeah, we're not designed that way. That's a bunch of bullshit. But anyway. All right, I got more questions coming. Could that be why I have an iron issue? Yeah, absolutely. But I didn't want to get into it with you until we spoke. But yeah, you've been complaining about iron, and you guys cut out the salads. You gotta understand, like, vegetables have toxins in them so that you don't eat them, and those toxins are in your body. So my high veggie people are super bloated, toxic, and have a lot of digestive issues. You're also super gassy and very low energy. Too many veggies in the body. I get it. I know you're probably going, tofu tempeh is garbage. It's gross. I think that those are, we in this culture, if you look at the Asians and the way that they treat tofu and tempeh and things like that, they eat very little of it. They're actually very high meat eaters, a lot of fish, which and salmon, and in the times that I've been in Asia, I just get bombed with a lot of, and they do a lot of noodle things, but you know they're also, if we're talking about what is the healthiest way to eat for my body, I am a high fat, high protein, and high meat eater. You know, beef, liver, chicken, eggs. And as I've gotten older and I've changed my diet, I've understood that veggies don't really work, and all those salads just don't work. I'm like super bloated, super like my stomach's irritated all the time. So sometimes we have to switch the things that we love. I have my friends that are like super high veggies, like, you know, green, and she's always struggling with body weight. She's always struggling with gut issues. Her microbiome is completely whacked. So again, there's science behind a meat-eating diet, and not a lot of people talk about it because there's a lot of people out there that are just so hell-bent on I don't want to eat the animal. I'm like, yeah, me either. But if it works, it works. And there's also ethically raised and produced. So anyway, today was about burning body fat, getting you guys motivated. It's just as simple as getting out and walking. You don't have to go crazy. You can supplement with spin. You can supplement with other things. One thing that I want you guys to understand also is I want my girls to start lifting heavy weight. Those 8s, 10s, 12s, 15s aren't working. They're not going to change your body. They're going to give you a great workout. Don't get me wrong. I love a great body weight workout, just as good as anybody else, but I cannot emphasize that muscle is the new Botox. I trademarked that. Muscle is the new Botox. It's what fills out your body. It's what adds volume to parts of your body. I watch my girls from 30 up in their 40s, and their shoulders are bony, and they have turned inward, and their boobs have sagged, and there's no chest muscles. Their scapula is like winged out and bony, and arms are bony, and the legs are bony, and flesh just hangs off your body. And these are my 40-year-olds, and it's sad because I can't. Oh, I have this and I have that and I have this and I have that. I'm like, yeah, because you're not lifting. Spend more time lifting and less time trying to chase cardio, because you have no muscle. If you have more muscle, you burn more fat. Oh, but I don't want to get big. No, bitch, you already are big. Hold on, questions coming in. What do you suggest for people who are about to go back to work and kids going back to school, how to lose weight with the added stress? What do you mean going back to school and going back, lose weight, added stress? What are you talking about? Like, life is stressful, but you gotta get up and you gotta move. You gotta get out. You gotta work out. Kids gotta work out. Moms and dads have to work out. Going back to school, you're saying it as if like we never went to school or we never worked out while we were working. You gotta have a plan of action. You've gotta have your priorities in place. And stress? I don't know. What's stress? What does that mean? What does that actually mean? Tell me. I'm curious. What do you think about someone supplementing eating meat with protein powder? Just curious, not asking for myself. It seems like there's a lot of people that don't want to eat meat. There are a lot of people that don't want to eat meat, Marie, and they're miseducated. And because they're miseducated, or they're like, I don't want to kill the animal. Like, well, basically you're not, but your misinformation is overwhelmingly misguided, because there's so many people out there that need to be eating more meat for health reasons, and they're not. And it's sad. It's sad to, like, I look at people in their eyes and they're like, I'm not going to eat meat. I'm like, fine, be sick. I don't care. Stay sick as long as you want, because the health industry is going to lead you to eat a vegetarian and live longer. That's bullshit. Like, all the indigenous tribes that I've studied, they are meat eaters. And they eat very little carbohydrates in the form of veggies. And we look at the longevity of people in their hundreds. Kids start school this coming week, okay? And parents have to go to work, okay? With their kids at home, that's double pressure for parents. Okay, why? Dealing with work, homeschooling, parents are stressed. That's stupid. So listen, Don't have kids if you don't know what to do with them. Don't have children if you don't know how to school them. There was a time when we didn't have schools and you had to keep your kids home and teach them yourself, which you should be doing anyway. Don't have kids if you're stressed because they're home. Those are your children. You should be loving them every second. I think there are a lot of people out there that have kids for no reason whatsoever. And they have excuses around having kids. And they're not delighted to be with their kids all day. And then I have friends that are like, they're pissed that their kids have to go back to school because they have such a tremendous relationship with their kids. Dory says, please get it wrong. People get it wrong. It's not the meat that's the problem. It's how it's being mass produced. Totally. Thank you for jumping in there. Ethical source, true. So there's humanely raised grass-fed beef that, you know, the ruminants that we eat are, you know, I bless my food. I'm not, love your dude. Don't ask Lisa if you don't want to know the answer. Ha ha! I always made time to work out. They said I was always on my steppy thing. Yeah. Listen, your kids should be subordinate to you. Your kids should be looking at you going, tell us what to do, when to do, how to do, the way to do. Like, in my house, we weren't like, where? Mom, strut. My mother would look at us with the eyeball. I don't know how you guys were raised, but my parents just looked at us and it was like, ugh. And we had shit to do. Like, my parents weren't stressed with us. They had other things to be stressed about. Parents that are stressed that their kids are home, are you ready? Where? Don't have kids then. Stupid. It's just ignorant. I don't know what to do with my kid. Well, why'd you have them? Are they just an accessory? Wait, so shove your kid off into another person's hands all day so I could go work and then see the kid for like a part of the day. The kid doesn't want to see you anyway. Like, trust me, there's a point. I don't have kids. I was making excuses for people that are going through their heads, and there is your answer. Yeah. Listen, I think people that have kids, like, they got a punch in the face with coronavirus with their kids because they're like, oh, this is who my kid really is. Oh my God, I had no idea my kid was this crazy. No wonder he doesn't make good grades. No wonder the teachers are stressed out. I need to be a better parent and discipline this little piece of shit before I let it loose again, is what you should be doing. You should teach your kids to read. You should teach your kids to be independent. You should teach your kids about real estate math. You should teach your kids about credit card debt. You should teach your kids about being independently wealthy, independent of you. Take the time right now while you have your children and teach them about life. What does Black Lives Matter mean? Mommy, I don't understand. Why are these people so upset? Teach them. Just saying. Don't ask me if you don't want to know. My girlfriend is here. She had so many apology letters. Right. Because parents are stupid. Y'all are just so, like, let's just bring this human into the world and see what happens. And then we'll just give it to other people to raise. And then when it comes back and it has problems, and I don't believe in ADHD. I think that's a bunch of bullshit. I think depression is a bunch of bullshit. I think that there are clinical mindsets which are different, but y'all need to go outside. Y'all need to go play marbles. I learned more about playing marbles as a kid. I think some of you will get that. Like, we played games. Like, we invented shit. Right? We didn't have cell phones. Don't get me started. It's 10 o'clock and I need to put the workout up. Now you guys got me fired up, and I love you guys so much. Why does this always happen towards the end of the show and I get so fired up? I love you guys. Give me 2 minutes. My kids are all grown and they now teach me. Amen. I would tell my mom I am bored. She said, okay, read a book. She would ask me a question, tell me, think about it, and come back. Absolutely. There you go. I think you answered your own question. Anyway, I'm gonna sign off. And I'm going to get the workout posted up on Facebook. So give me 2 minutes. As always, guys, Mindset Reset, strength training. I love you guys. I will be right back.